Good morning. Good to see everybody. We are going to go ahead and start a little bit early. I've got a lot of work to get done. Got a little bit of a different view here, but I do have an extra camera so we can see the whole fish room. Because when I'm sitting here, you can't see the whole fish room like we were before, obviously. So this gives you a pretty good look. The only thing you can't see is the two tanks behind the camera. There's Slim Tim. Good to see you. He kindly reminded me that for some reason my live stream was scheduled for 5:45 tonight, which was wrong. So I changed it to 9 a.m. and we're starting even earlier than that. So thank you, Tim. P Tag, good to see you, buddy. Me and I were chatting this morning, saying to Tim, good to see Jody P there. We're going to get to work. We're going to jump right into this. Let me know if the AV is good. I am on the lav mic, so you can hear me as I'm walking around. Oh, my goodness. Wizzle, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, June. June is up early. Wow. Good Lord. Oh, another thing I could do is I'm going to turn my TV real quick so I can see the comments when I'm walking around, too. That'll help. Everything sounds great. Not sure about the face, though. Yeah, I got to work on the face. I need to get new makeup. I'm out of makeup. For sure. Yeah, I need, the eyeliner and the foundation and all the things. Haven't been to bed yet. What you been up all night for? Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see you, Wizzle. Good to see you, my friend. Hope everything's doing well for you. Boy, I am also working on something new for the stream. I've already downloaded them. It's the StreamBot and the I always forget the name of it, SpeakerBot. So what I'm trying to incorporate within my live stream is so you guys can text to speech. So we can it'll if the super chat's sent, it'll tell me that out loud. And I'm working on doing that thing that Depths does over at Depths Unknown. So if you guys want to, while I'm running around doing maintenance, you type it in with whatever afterwards, it'll speak it for me. So I'm working on doing that. I got you, June. I got you. I don't know if I have to turn the TV on or not. I just usually keep coming back and checking, but let me turn it on. Mounted this TV, did a lot of changes in the fish room, making room for my other hobby, which is RC cars. I was just talking to P-Tag about that this morning. Making room, storage with them, working on them. I bought, I got a couple new ones. Got my first modern RC cars. All mine are 16 years old, which there's nothing wrong with them. They're still running. I got me some new ones. They've made quite a bit of awesome changes with the new ones. Features and stuff. They're a lot more durable. I'm probably going to turn this down too. Is this going to work for me, this dang remote? Come on, baby. Go, go, go. That'll be too loud. Don't need the feedback on that. Bring up my account. And I got the TV mounted up near the ceiling on the wall. It's up out of the way of everything. It's a nice large, it's not a huge TV, but it's I can't remember the size of it, but it's big enough when I'm walking around, I'll be able to see you guys' comments up there easier. That is the mobile. Let's go here. Mobile, one more, boom. Let's see what this looks like. I can see myself. I'm going to have to bring the comments up on the screen. There's Discus North. Good to see you, buddy. Show comments. Let's make them nice and big. Tall. Big. Then I can see them. We're going to go ahead and get started, guys. So I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with me. I don't know how long it's going to take. You guys know I've set my fish room up for really good efficiency. I can get a lot of these tanks done pretty quick. I fed everybody this morning. A couple of these tanks we are going to have to suck some crap out of, like this guy here. It's got some uneaten food in it and things like that are going to have to be sucked out. We'll see what kind of mood big boy here is in. If he's going to tolerate me having my hands in the tank or not, we'll see. Some days he's touch and go with that. I think I discussed it last live stream. I did have a problem with this 55-gallon convict tank where it was just crashed. I moved those 10 convicts back into 65. They're good. They've healed. They're happy. I've dug all the sand out of that tank, put a new bag of sand in it, threw in some bio rings, trying to get it cycled, because the idea is to move this overly stocked polar blue tiger parrot convict mix down here. I'm stunting their growth in that 20-gallon. They need to move. They need a bigger tank. And then I'll probably end up just shutting that 20-gallon down, to be honest with you. I'm going to move all the contents of that aquarium into this one to help make it stronger with the beneficial bacteria and move them guys in there, and they'll be happier. And I'll, like I said, shut that down. I've got a lot of evaporation in here. I've got, we can measure it. Yeah, see, so I can come over here and see the chat right up on this TV. It's nice. Hey, Jose, good to see you, buddy. I see Patty came in too. Patty's Aquatics. Good to see you, buddy. I have about 2.5 inches of evaporation in one tank. This one's always more. It's 3 inches of evaporation because it's right under that Mr. Cool unit. That Mr. Cool unit really makes that tank water evaporate faster. I've got 2 hanging back filters here that are clogging. They will leak onto the glass tops. I have to pull them forward a little bit. Those need cleaned. And the rest of the big tanks, they're not as bad. I mean, I've got like 1/2 inch evaporation on the 125 Mbuna tank. I've got about a 1 inch on the 125-gallon community tank. However, this 55-gallon Tiger Barb tank over here is massive. Massive evaporation. There's also clown loaches in here. It's down 3.5 inches. We've got 1 inch on the 75-gallon Jack Dempsey and Pleco tank. So we did our last water changes. Some were different than others. Most of them were done on March 8th and the 16th. So we're going to wipe that slate clean and get a water change done and mark it for 4-4. Get up to speed. And you guys are going to hang out with me today. We're going to do this bad boy. Let's get caught up on chat a little bit, and we're going to get started. I got algae to scrape. Some tanks, like I say, need some crap sucked out of them, but they're all getting water changes. I actually cannot even do a water change on the 20 gallons because the evaporation is. I'm just gonna fill them back up for today, and we'll do a good water change on it a little bit later. But it's getting way too low. All my fish are happy and healthy. Everybody's doing good. I have no problems. No fish deaths. As an update for the fish room, I've already talked about these convicts being moved. But as you can see a little bit in the camera, the 125-gallon Mbuna tank, the water's getting a little bit yellow again. We need to get them some fresh water. The 125, just a lot of algae scraping. So we're going to scrape the algae in the tanks. We're going to suck some crap up. And we're going to do water changes. So the maintenance will take a little bit longer, but not too bad. So let's get started. What's it? Been downsizing, been selling my grandma's house. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your grandma passed away, Brandon. My heart goes out to you and you and yours. Let's see, Sean says, I'm doing maintenance here and listening. Very cool. We're doing maintenance together. Jose, hey, Patty, good to see you, buddy. I thought I saw your name in there. Appreciate you stopping in and say hello. Brandon here is he's moving and making repairs to sell our house. It's really lots of work to sell, trying to find an apartment, a trailer cheap. I got you. I'm pressure washing my house today. Be ready to go to the market this Thursday. Done that. It's not fun pressure washer in a house. It really isn't. I've pressure washed my neighbor's house to help her out. I've done my own. Mine's easy because it's a brick ranch. Hers is taller. I had to literally stand on the roof of my golf cart and get an extended wand to reach everything properly. Morning to you, Patty. All right, we're caught up on chat. Let's get to work. What I'll probably do is just put this screen on itself so I can just walk around and see you guys. But there's a little overlook of the fish room. You can see I put right there in that center island under my Salient Aquatics neon sign, where I had built a little shelf system to store everything, because I needed where it was for my computer, where you just saw me. And then I used my, you can't see it on here, but where this camera is at behind it is a Craftsman workbench I got for free from my father-in-law. And I turned that into an actual workbench that I use for my other hobby, which is RC cars. I'm a big fan of the Traxxas RC cars. Got several of them. Been doing them for a long time, and got a couple new ones. So had to make room for that. All right, let's get to work. You won't be able to see me at first because I have to do this 125 Oscar tank right here. I'm going to scrape some of this algae off. You guys know how I do. I keep coming back and babysit and chat till I get those bots integrated with my channel and figure out how to friggin' do it to where it can read things off if you guys want to. I'm working on it. Apparently, you have to download StreamerBot and SpeakerBox for it to work properly. I've got them both downloaded, I think. It says I downloaded them. Now I need to maybe install them. And then some, I've looked it up. It says you can, it's very simple to just go in there and connect them to your channel. But I was trying to do it. I was on a little bit of a rush that day and had to go. It wasn't working for me. I couldn't figure it out. So if anybody has any experience with doing that, let me know. How you doing today, buddy? Are we crabby or are we in a good mood? Oh, he's crabby. He's going after my algae scraper. You know, this is why I don't think I can put him in my 375. I think he's gonna be a bully to the other fish in there. Now the blood parrots that my big orange blood parrots won't put up with his crap. They'll come back at him. You know how it goes. It's either going to go one of two ways. I put him in that tank. He's the tank boss and bully, or it relaxes and neutralizes him. And he's more chill. I know he would definitely appreciate the space, and I'd really love to make that move, because what I want to do is I want to move the Jack Dempsey and the Pleco into this 125. And I want to get rid of that 75-gallon aquarium. Would be nice because it's ugly. It's crappy. Deny him food, Jude says. I just fed him this morning, too. Are you still paying for StreamYard? Using free version? I pay for the cheapest one so I can do the cool features. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw, I saw a post just throwing this out there. If you want to help support the channel further, PayPal link is more direct. They take less of a fee than YouTube, because everything I do on YouTube, the money that I make off YouTube is what I use to pay for my fish keeping hobby. So anything you guys do help, certainly push your help. You said, I don't know if y'all seen that post, but I talked about everything in there. Things are more expensive. Views are down. Kind of my fault. I haven't been putting as much videos out, but the live streams help. So not mentioning it to say, hey, do it. Mentioning it to say it's a more direct way that YouTube takes a lot of takes a big cut out of our earnings, whereas PayPal, they don't take as much as a fee. If you send it as friends and family, not goods and services, that's how you want to do that. Anything is a huge help. Things are getting expensive. I know life is expensive for all of us right now, so it's not an obligation. It's an idea. A lot of you guys send me super chats and do things for me like that, and it's super helpful. I'm just, as a reminder, there's an easier, cheaper way. Come on. So this is how I don't use the Python to suck crap out of the tank anymore, because it always gets clogged. I just take a piece of old Python hose into this 32-gallon brute garbage can. I don't have any clogs that way. I can keep going. And then I have a pump inside this garbage can. I just take it, throw the hose out the back door, and drain it that way. Then I just keep going. The sand is getting low in this aquarium. And if you can remember some years back, I talked about this. I'm happy about that because this is that actual sand from PetSmart, overpriced sand. But it's really light and it floats up into the water column easier, which allows it to get into filter easier. Which is the main reason why I have to have a pre-filter on my canister filters to keep the sand out of them. When this crap is all gone, I'm going to replace it with pool filter sand. I just do not like play sand. I don't like it. It like Sean was telling me on my live stream when he came up with me, it compacts really tight. It makes it very hard for plants to grow in it. Not only that, it's filthy. It takes forever to clean it before you can put it in. And it's true what Sean says, because I've got play sand in my 375 and I've got jungle bow in there and it hardly grows. Hardly growing in there at all. Where every other tank, the jungle bow just thrives. I'm using blasted sand. I love the sand blasting, the Black Diamond sand blasting sand too. That's what I have in my tanks: pool filter sand and Black Diamond sand blasting sand. It wasn't until recently that I got the play sand because it's cheap. It's like $5 a bag. I even got more left over, but it's just a pain in the butt. In my opinion, play sand, if you want to plant a tank, it's not a good option, even though it's cheap. We're all friends and family here in the fish group. That's right. Yes, we are. But I like the OBS and Ninja features, Just Tech. Yeah, I've never used OBS. I know there's a learning curve there. I'm too impatient for that. Tim says use my iPad and read the chat while live streaming. Yeah, that works. I just come by and check on the stream, and then now I got that TV up there with the comments up so I can see it. I think tank maintenance is fun. Get a 6,000-gallon pool with 3-speed pumps downhill with a hot tub with fish, then cleaning and chem. No. Not a pool guy. I tell you what though, Wizzle, if you lived in my area, we got a pool guy, and he's cheap, but we don't. You know what I mean? I'd have you. I'd pay you to come out. It does, P-Tag. It takes forever. June doesn't rinse sand, but the thing is, that play sand, you got to rinse it. You absolutely have to rinse that play sand. It's filthy. It reminds me of brushing a cat. No matter how many times you brush a cat, you still get fur out. By the time you're done, you can build a new cat with the fur. It's the same thing. You can rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse, and that play sand never really, because it gets better, but it's very hard. It takes too long to get it cleaned up. Pool filter sand, I rinse it out once and I put it in. Black Diamond sand blasting sand, I do the same thing. I rinse it 1 or 2 times and I put it in. We're going to go ahead and unplug this canister filter. We're going to go ahead and start draining this aquarium. Oh, yeah, I got to. When I made the changes in the fish room, moved the computer around, I had to move power too. So I forgot that I had my pump plug taken up there, but there's more room. We're going to go ahead and drain that down. I wish I could fill these tanks as fast as I could drain them. I'd be done in no time. Let's move this thing out of the way. I better move this in before I knock it over. My wife brought this plant in here to see if it can do better in the more well-lit, warmer environment. And it's been in here for a couple of weeks now, and I do think it's doing better. All plants do well in here. Got this lighting discussed many times. It's warmer in here. Uh, I don't think there's quite any humidity in here, though. I had a dehumidifier in here at one point, and it has a display and tells you the what percentage of the humidity is, and it read nothing. It sat in here for a week, and the tank had no water in it. So there is no actual humidity in this fish room. Even with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tanks. Hey, man, Max, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. We're currently draining our first aquarium. There's Scotty. Good to see you, buddy. There's Webbs. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm doing good. Not doing bad at all. You find fur in your canister filters. Yeah, it's I got dogs, and it's amazing and I got birds. It's amazing where you find feathers and dog fur. You wouldn't think, how did it get there? Hey, local Austin's in. Good to see you. I like to play sand. You got to rinse it. Wife has been using it in the garden as well. Yeah, and two, it's nice having it on hand. You got kids, you got grandkids, or whatever the case may be. If you always got play sand on hand, man, you can put together a sandbox. Hey, Warren, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. Webbs comes in with an E499 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. It's a massive help. Massive help. Things are getting expensive. Trying to increase my revenue as much as I can. I got to get some more videos out. Because there's some things I want to get for this fish room, and I've got to get some more videos out there, get some more views going. I've got to get some more revenue from YouTube. So any super chat, anything like that is a massive, massive help. I can't thank you enough. Yeah, that's true too, June. It can turn into a kitty litter box for sure. I had the sandboxes when I was a kid, never had an issue with that as far as I know. But as a kid then, I probably thought it was a chocolate bar. I don't know. I don't know. I've talked about this before. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like my tanks make my arms itchy sometimes. Most of the time, I get my iron and I pull them out. They're a little itchy afterwards. I have to go rinse and wash my arms off when I'm done. You guys get that? But I think I have a sensitive skin to certain things because even when I go swimming in my pool, I get the same thing sometimes. I'll get out and I'm all itchy. When I get out of the shower, sometimes my skin's itchy, my back's itchy. I hate that. I don't know what that is. We had a fort. That was fun. Oh yeah, I can remember. For some reason, my stepdad always had in the garage where we lived when we was kids. He always kept cardboard, and I'd take them things and build cardboard forts. I mean, I had a good time when I was a kid. I was always into something. I could always keep myself entertained and busy. I was playing G.I. Joes, Tonka trucks, X-Men, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, riding my bike, sandbox. Oh, I miss them days. Man, I got to figure out a way to make things faster. I think what we're going to do today, we're just going to probably do a 50% water change in each aquarium to speed things up a little bit. Because after this live stream's done, I have a dog crate. I got to take my dog outside. We're going to thoroughly clean this dog crate, and then I have to give him a bath. My neighbor, we have a really good relationship with our neighbor, and she's a retired vet, and she has neck, back, all kinds of problems that prevent her doing one of the most things she loves, and that's gardening. And she just can't do it anymore. So when I mow my yard, I went over years ago and said, hey, want me to mow your yard when I'm mowing mine? She basically, she pays me like $50 to go mow her yard and anything else she needs done. Like right now, she needs all of her landscaping cleaned out. And I got my daughter over there, working over there, earning money. And that's how she's making some money right now. But I guess we're getting some thunderstorms tomorrow. So I've got to get over there. I got a wheelbarrow over there and hand tools. I got to get back over here today. So I got crap like that going on. Pillow forts are fun. Pillow forts for sure. I still make blanket forts. Hey, Sketty, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Still make blanket forts for my cat. Yeah, blanket forts, the chairs, using tables, all that stuff. Super good time. When we were kids, we knew how to have an imagination and do things like that. Now, everything you want to see is in your hand. So it's quite a different world. Shoot, I didn't get my. I need this bucket right here to put the pump in. Okay, let's open the valve. Let's go get some Seachem Safe in here. So I need this and this. Let's open up that stinky stuff Scotty likes. Get that in there. All right, let's send some water. Iron Ram Fish Company. Good morning to you. And here comes the water. Let's see, what tank do we want to move to? 65-gallon convict tank. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and top these 220 gallons off for today. I'm thinking of doing a brackish tank. Very cool. I thought about that too. I don't, to be honest with you, if I was going to set up another aquarium, I would probably take this 20 gallon up here I was talking about shutting down once I can move the fish and turn it into a little saltwater tank. I think I'd like to do a little 20-gallon saltwater tank myself. Try my hand at that, something different. Man, it's not going to fill. Let's go ahead, put some safe in both these 20 gallons. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the flow to that tank. I'm going to open both valves on these 20 gallons. We're going to top them off real quick. Then I'll close those valves and go back to the 125. They are freaking low. Line's got to fill up. Come on. Come on. Man, what's taking so long? Oh, I think it's coming now. There it comes. I'm pretty sure I can do both these at the same time. They are low. We're gonna get them topped off. There are cool puppers in brackish water. Do you have to keep puppers by themselves or a species only tank? Well, I see people keep puppers with other fish. I've never kept a pupper myself. That is another fish. The only other fish that I would like to get when I can, when I have a tank available, is the Geophagus finnies. Wouldn't mind getting a couple of, and I know it's a basic fish, but I've been wanting them forever. I've never had any, and that's the silver dollars. Not the red hooks either. I like just the regular silver dollars. I got a tank for them, but it's just time. There's more changes coming to the fish room, but it's gonna take some time because I've got clown loaches in here that are eventually going to get way too big for this 55. They're going to go to this 375. I'd like to throw in some silver dollars in there. I'd love to put those two Oscars in that 125 in there. And then we're going to condense some tanks because then I can put my Dempsey and Pleco in the 125. I'm just going to get rid of this 75. They'll probably just sit here, though, unused, because I have this set up to look cool here. So I'll probably just go ahead and leave it be just for that. Or I'll take that aquarium out of there and build a little work storage area here. I don't want to get distracted too much. I got a little tank filling up. Let's see. Price tag says they've always amused me, but I don't know anything about them. Yeah, me either. I like their fish. My wife was, we were looking at one time. She likes that dog-faced puffer. I got some Amazon puffers from Jody P. They're very cool. Nice. You can see with this camera angle, the pothos are just doing fantastic. Pothos are a full-time friggin' job, especially when you get this many. We're always pulling dead leaves off. You can see they're hanging down. I got more hanging and running to do. They're doing great. We went to, me and the family went to the Goodwill right down the road yesterday just to see what they got. And I found this cool Timex clock here. It's got a radio, old school radio on it. And now I can see the time at a quick glance. And if I want to put some music on, I can. It'll take an MP3 player. It's that old. It's featuring the MP3 hookup. I am living in the jungle for sure. I love it, though. It looks so natural in here. This is my little space, man. My aquarium hobby, my RC car hobby, all in one place, surrounded by a jungle. I got a TV in here, workbench, tools. I mean, I got a nice little man cave in here, and I have no complaints. Water seems like it's really running slow today. What's the temperature of it? It's a little cold. Let's warm that up. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and just do top offs on these 20 gallons today. I'll come back and do a proper water change later, save a little bit of time. Scotty says, my apologies if I missed saying hi to anyone. Been feeding fish outside the summer tub and hanging out. That's all right, man. What's that noise? Oh, shit. I didn't know this valve was on. Damn it. That's why it's running slow, too. I got to suck some of that water out. Good Lord. Did not know that valve was on. Well, mark this one on the books. I overflowed a tank for the first time ever. Good God. I didn't know I still had that valve on, dumbass. And I always double check that. I was wondering why the water flow was so slow. Jesse overflowed his first aquarium. Mark that down on the calendar, folks. Now that one will fill. Let me drain this water out of here. I started hearing water. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, God. Mess. Now you guys have to come over here and help clean up water. Let's suck some of that out right now. Good Lord. There she goes. Now I got a mess to clean up. That'll be good. It's a little chaotic here today. Now that'll continue filling the 125. While that 125 is filling up, I got to clean this water mess up you guys made. Yep. Can't believe you did that. I blame you guys. Officially overfilled my first aquarium. Man, what's the world coming to? I see I got a little leak there too. Get down here and clean up this mess. Well, that's the beautiful thing about being out in the garage. Crap like this happens, it's really no big deal. It's on a concrete floor that tapers towards the garage door. Can't really left that valve open, man. So important. I double and triple check my valves at each tank before I do anything. I can't believe I left that open. All this bags of sand are going to have to come out of here so I can get that water. Keen up. I'm a big stupid. I'll have to get that a little bit later. Or now. When we were building pressure there, I didn't open the valve. I probably got water splattering over here. I don't think it's my day today to be doing this. Fuck is you, he says. I'm going to start a saltwater tank. I'm going to have 2 clownfish. I think that's what I want to try. Webs. I think I'd like to, if I was going to set up a new aquarium, I think that's what I'd do. I'd set me up a little saltwater tank, try my hand at that. Fish are beautiful. It's something different. I just don't know if I want the extra maintenance of mixing up salt and doing all that stuff. And stings like that. I'm going to plug this canister filter back in now to see if it's needing a pre-filter change. No, it's good. Aquarium Co-op pre-filter on this tank. Good to go. Don't have to mess with that. You know, I have been floating Jungle Val in this aquarium. It's not planted. I just threw it in here. I ripped all the plants out of that 55. And the fish, they love it. They love swimming in there. And it's doing good. It's super green. They're doing better in here than they were in there. And they're just floating. I don't even have them planted. You would think Jungle Val would need to be planted. But can you float it too? Obviously, I don't know how long until it would start dying, but it's been in here for a couple of weeks like this, and it's doing great. I'm thinking it can pull its nutrients from the water column. What do you guys think? Do we have to really plant jungle bower, or can we float it? I'm thinking it can be floated, but time will tell. I should just let it go and see how long it lasts. Yeah, I am not paying attention today. All right, fellas. The only thing about floating plants I don't like is they're always in the way. Let's get this pump in here and get it ready so we can then go to it. Gotta grab another towel. Oh, Team Warren plus time to learn. Yeah. Johnny No Shoes, good to see you, buddy. Today I said, appreciate you coming in. Warren says, I've always wanted a salt aquarium, but all the additional costs put me off, like having to buy marine salt. Exactly. I don't know if I would worry about RO water. I would just use the water I have and keep using Seachem Prime or Seachem Safe and just mix up the salt. But you also need that salinity tool to make sure the salinity is correct. I'd have to dedicate a 32-gallon brute garbage can on caster wheels just to have the salt water mix ready to go for water changes. I don't know why I'm hiccups right now. Make me mad. But there's just a little bit more involved than I think I want to get into. And I would only set a saltwater aquarium up if I shut one down, which I plan on shutting some down anyways. All right, let's go ahead and unplug these. I think I got them both plugged in over there. We'll unplug these HOBs, these SOBs. You guys know I'm not a fan of hang on the back filter. So I call them SOBs, not HOBs. But they do serve a purpose when you need it. Where did I set the... June says, I float plants to get roots started. Yeah, you like that, June? They're SOBs. I hate hanging them backs. The only thing about floating plants, too, is it blocks some of the light out, which isn't a bad idea if you have algae issues. So I'm going to scrub some of this algae off here while I'm waiting. Or at 125 fill up a little bit more. I love the way this jungle bow looks when you're floating it. I've had water sprite, kind of bored of that. I got a ton of it. It's finally starting to kind of like dwindle down. I've got other floating plants in here that look really cool. I honestly, I love the way this jungle bow looks floating. If I can keep it that way, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to try it with this. I'm going to experiment that with this aquarium right here. I'm not going to plant them. I'm going to just let them float. See how long they live that way. The glass on this 65-gallon is so thick. This tank is really heavy. It's built well, though. I'm liking it. Come on, bro. Oh, I love a freshwater change. So does the fish. Makes them look so much nicer. Yeah, these convicts weren't doing good in that tank when that ammonia came up. They are looking great. They're having a good time. After this 65-gallon convict tank, we're going to move over to 125. So I can also, while I'm waiting, let me get a cup of fresh water coming out of this tap here. And we're going to pre-mix up, pre-dissolve some salt. The only semi-salt water tank I have is, whoops, the Mabuna tank. Cichlid Lake salt in with them. I think it's important. Let's go get some salt mixed up in here. Let's see, reef tanks are not an easy fish, but totally doable. Yeah, to be fair, water can be just as expensive. For example, discus tanks, exactly. An SOB filter. Yep. Fucking SOB filters. Cichlid Lake salt. I need a teaspoon. 3/4 of a teaspoon for every 10 gallons. So that'll be 10, 20, 30, 40. And I always just dose for about 50 gallons of water. That is a 125. However, it has a lot of sand in it. It's got a lot of rocks in it. And it's got a lot of fish in it. So I figure dosing in that aquarium is down to 125-gallon tank is down to 50, 55 gallons, given everything that's in it. Now we have to get to mix this up. The magical red spoon. New local also says getting salty. I still experience salt water through many other people's fish rooms. That's enough for me now. Yeah. You didn't like it, Austin? Sick of it? You got sick of it? That will get that going. And let's go ahead and start draining this one. We're almost filled up on the Oscar tank. You still haven't tried it yet? Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious. I know lots of these guys do it. But if I was going to do it, because it is expensive, everything about it is expensive, I'd probably just do a little 20-gallon setup. And those little clownfish, like Webbs was saying, they look cool and they're very small. So perfect for a 20-gallon aquarium. You can put 2 of them in there, but you need some of them amoebas, anemones that they have a symbiotic relationship with in there, and then set up some. If I was going to do a saltwater aquarium in a small tank, I'd want to do real rock, I think. But I don't know nothing about it, man. I got water leaking clear over here from that overfill. Ridiculous. Keen up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to freaking clean some filters too. I think maybe next week we'll do a filter cleaning live or something like that. Garcia Aquatics over there. Hello, friend. Garcia came in. Oh, hello. Hey, Garcia. Good to see you, buddy. See, Garcia changed his avatar. Looks good. Looking good. Yeah, I think this is going to work out perfect, this timing. By the time this 125 is filled, I should have this tank about 50%. I try to time it perfect. That way I can just open a valve, close a valve. I may have waited a little bit too long to start draining that one. We'll see here. There's quite a bit of convicts in this aquarium, so I'd like to do at least a 50% water change in it. It's getting close. It's getting close. Come on, pump faster. This is like a it's over a 1,000 gallon per minute GPH pump. I think that's good right there. Unplug, pull it out. Shit. Why did I put the safe back? Turn up and get some safe in there. Now I can just open valves without having to go to the sink and stop the water. Yeah, we're golden. Just go ahead and open this one. Let's close this lid. And they're both filling up at the same time right now. Okay, we'll close this one now. Very cool. Off, off, off. Now I'm all paranoid. I don't have all my valves off. So now that that one's filling, we're going to go ahead and scrape some algae and start draining the Babuna tank. Booners, they're not afraid of this thing. They go after my algae scraper too. These guys should be excited. They love a water change. Try to go a little slower near them because they're so used to this. They're not afraid of the algae scraper anymore. So I don't want to like ram into them with it. Some of them go after it. Really wasn't that bad. Then we're just going to go ahead and put this algae scraper in the 125 community tank. Let's get this pump over here in here. Okay, we're ready to go with that. We'll go ahead and let's. So on this aquarium, I do have a couple. This tank has to have more than one filtration for sure because there's so many fish. So we need to unplug this and this. We can go ahead and start draining this tank. So this one's filling. So this one's done. This one's filling. This one's draining. And that's what I do all around the room. Try to make it as linear and easier as possible. Good test fish you really like small clownfish, clown, Garcia, Aquatics over there. Hello, Fred. Snake short, I saw that one. So, yep, I've made this process pretty nice, smooth, linear. But I'll keep you guys posted on this little experiment I'm doing, floating jungle valve. We'll see how long it lives without having to be planted. It looks amazing floating. I like it. I like it better than planted, to be honest with you. Or maybe that's just me seeing something different. But if it does start dying, I'll probably pull it and go ahead and plant it because I want to save it. I like my jungle valve. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm going to see if I can. This tank here, the 125-gallon community tank that's got all the angelfish in it. And I noticed that the algae doesn't scrape off this glass as much as easier. To be expected, this aquarium from like the 60s. So it's starting to get that same issue that 75-gallon has over there, where the old glass syndrome, if you will, as Father Fish calls it. The algae will actually get etched into the glass. So I have to like take a pot scrubber to get it cleaned up out of it. Most of my flipper, but it's on here good. So I got to do a lot of this by hand with the pot scrubber does the best. However, I do have a couple of different of these flipper platinum scrapers. One's longer than the other. Well, we could try that. Yeah, see, it's just not doing as well as a pot scrubber. I'm going to have to get that over here. It's just getting etched into that glass. That tank's very old. Roy, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in to say hello. Red Laser, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me and chatting with me. Makes the maintenance a little bit more fun. However, it does slow it down a little bit, but not really, because the times I come check on chat and talk with you guys is in between while I'm waiting. You know, the longest part of maintenance is the fill. It's always the bottleneck, filling the aquariums up. This aquarium, I try to do as much as possible because there's so many fish. I try to get as much fresh water, biggest water changes I can in there. But I can usually only do about 50% regardless. That damn FX is still running. What the hell? There we go. It sucks because I have all my canister filters under the aquariums, of course, but the cord I have coming up behind the tank to where I can plug it in. If I accidentally drop that plug behind the aquarium, it's a pain in the ass. I actually have to get my daughter to come help me get it out. I hold it up behind her where she gets one of them grabby claws to pull it up. So anytime I unplug anything on these aquariums, I grab them and I use the glass top to hold them from falling back behind the aquarium. It'd be a pain in the butt. Oh, the tanks look so much better and fresh after a water change. For sure. However, I am on this one going to have to go to the sink and let the water go because I can't build pressure within these pipes because I have a few leaks at the joints where I put them together, and I don't want pressure building. Because then I'll get leaks at like 4 or 5 different spots. I don't know why the glue didn't take. Gotta keep an eye because I'm about filled up on this one. Yeah, I got to run to the sink and go ahead and let the water free. Yeah, let's do that. Go ahead and turn this valve off. We're still draining that. Let's go a little bit further on that. Gonna need you guys. Someone's gonna have to order me a pizza. Go ahead and call the local Pizza Hut here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and have them send a pizza my way. I appreciate that. I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast. Okay, we can go ahead and open the valve to this tank. Let's give that salt a little bit more of a mix. I do got to throw some safe in there. I like to add a little bit more safe in this aquarium than needed, just a skosh more. So, P-Tag, I got a question for you. When you changed your channel name to the Price Tag Experience, and we are filling fresh water change. So when I add the salt, like I said, I pre-dissolve it in a cup with some fresh water, and then I put a little bit in when I first start filling, and I wait towards the end to put the rest in. It's just how I do it. Is it needed? No. Can I throw it all in at once? Probably. But I feel like if I threw all that salt in at one time and empty a tank, I feel like it'll spike the salt in it too much. I like to wait until it's full before I add all of it in. I'd be confused about now and drain it done. Yeah. I cut out. I said, go ahead and call the local Pizza Hut in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and order me a pizza. Go ahead and send that to my house. Oh, the change your name thing. Changing your name in YouTube doesn't cause any problems. Subscribers to sub. Yeah. Yeah. When I was just asking, because he named it the Price Tag Experience, I was assuming he took inspiration from Joe Rogan because he does the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Look at this thing, potho all up in my business, bro. Yeah, I'm considering, and again, I asked last live stream, but I'm going to keep asking on this stream and the next because I do get new people coming in. I want to get you guys' opinion on something. I'd like to merge both my hobbies, the RC cars with the fish. And any video that I would do, and I would change my name too, but any video that I would do, of course, would have its own live stream playlist. So anything RC related will have its own playlist within my channel here. Do you think it would work out? Do you think it would be a problem? Do you think it would be beneficial? Do you think it would turn people away? Do you think it would bring more people in? I can easily video my hobby and the things I do and stuff like that and can just condense both hobbies. Do you think that would work out or do you think it'd be a problem? And I keep asking because I get different people in and I want to see what they think. instead of making a second channel, condense them into one. I do have too many pathos. I have another channel I can start. Peplin, I would start a separate channel for RC. I think you said that last time, Peplin. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. My non-related videos have been a hit and a miss, Jesse, though my last stream went really well. Okay. Mixed hobby channels normally. Yeah, and they confuse people. They really don't know what you're getting. That's why I haven't done it. I agree with you. Keep them separated, okay? Well, I don't have 0 subs on my second channel, though, P-Tag. Yeah, I agree. I appreciate this input. I think I'll do that then. I have a second channel. I can easily change it over. It was about tools. I kind of veer away from that because it's not as fun as I thought it would be, but the RC definitely will be. And of course, with every hobby on YouTube, you got the big channels, and there's plenty of them on the RC hobby. So I'm just a little guy starting out, whether I want to do it or not. Do I really want to dedicate more time putting videos out to another channel? I don't even know. I haven't decided that yet. Sometimes I have a hard enough time keeping up with this channel, with life and things like that. But I agree. I think keeping it separate is the better option. You definitely tell your subs about the new channel. Yeah, and I can use both channels to help each channel. Webb says, I think it could work, but the channel is mostly based around the fish for a long time, so it may confuse you. RC cars come in, I would probably separate it. Yeah, sounds like Webbs agrees with everybody else. For sure. I've been doing this channel for what, 3.5 years. It's only been solely keeping fish. But, well, if you're not already, go over to the Salient, the Toolful, my second channel and sub. Because I think in order to do live streams, you have to have 50 subs or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, June, I think I'm going to take a page out of your book and slow down a little bit here because I don't want to make a mistake. I'm feeling a little off today with keeping things straight. So I think I'll wait till this tank fills and then move to the next one. Every other time I've done this, I've been draining one, filling the other, and moving right along. But today, with chatting on the live stream and everything and talking about things, I think I'll slow it down and do this one at a time. It's getting a little chaotic. Yeah, it's called the Toolful. It's on my if you go to my channel, it's one of my links. You can see it. It's my second channel, and you can sub over there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I on there. I just started it not too long ago, and I've made some videos on it, but it was mostly about multi-tools and things like that. But again, as you can imagine, there's big channels with the tools and the multi-tools and EDC and all that stuff, and there's just something for everybody on YouTube. There's no getting away from that. What do you say? What did Polly say? I'd watch you do anything, Jesse. Even put butter on crackers and the crevices of your muffins, you savage. Yeah. Tool channel. I'm in the tools. I didn't hear about it. Yeah, it's called check out my channel. It's one of my links. It's at the Toolful. It's called Salient Tools. And I put some videos on it. And I haven't done anything for quite a while on it. Got busy with this channel. It's hard to keep up with it. And but it does well. I can tell that it seems like doing anything other than fish keeping on YouTube does better. I could put a video out about tools, and of course you're going to change your category. This is pets and animals. That's going to be how-tos or whatever. It's instantly, it gets more views, it gets more comments, and it gets a lot more interest. I think we as fish keepers are so saturated in it, like we are on YouTube, and we've networked with people all over the world that do it. We think we're bigger than we are. We're not. Fish keeping is growing yearly, and more people are coming in. But this hobby is not as big as you think it is. It's a very small niche. That's one of the reasons why it's so hard to get views and grow as a fish keeping channel. I started this tool channel and uploaded some videos on it, and I can tell if I stuck with it, it would blow this channel out of the water a heck of a lot faster. Multiple channels bring multiple hours of time to spend in getting videos and editing. Trust me, I deal with my channel and I do church YouTube videos. Yes, exactly. And I don't know if I want to dive into that or not, Scotty. It can get out of hand quick. Before you know it, you're dedicating. You guys know I used to do a live stream every Tuesday and every Saturday. Well, I stopped the Tuesday live streams because half the time I missed it because of work. It was just very hard to come home and do live streaming twice a week. How's that any different than having two channels and trying to babysit them both, you know? But no pain, no gain, right? You guys know I do this to make some side money to help offset the cost of the hobby, get some sponsors, and meet like-minded fish keepers all over the world, and I've done it. So starting another channel, and maybe I can get it monetized, is a great benefit, but it's going to take a lot of work. More videos, more video editing, which I can do. I don't have a problem with that. But do I want to add that on? I don't know. Fish will always be a popular area, has been since the dawn of time. Yes, but it is dying off a little bit, June. How do I find the tool channel? I don't see it on your main page. P-Tag, you still in here? Can you please share my second channel link into the chat? Let's see. Oh, I can do it. Hold on. I forget that I can get on here with my mobile. Boom. 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 Come on, stupid. Switch account. I have 67 subscribers on here. There it is right there, Peppa. You able to click that? Is that a clickable link? Sanchez, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. That's a new name. I hear that said a lot. Totally not true. Buying fish products. Like, oh yeah, it does fluctuate. I hear you. Is that not being a clickable link? I'm doing it on the I'm not doing it on the vertical end, so it should be saving. Or it should be a clickable link. I don't know why it's not doing that. NLA? Who said NLA? Boom, boom, boom. Let's get back to the room. Okay, back to my room. Yeah, what's cool about that channel is you know, I was even at work testing out, like Gerber came out with an awesome multi-tool called the Dual Force, and it's basically a first of its kind because it's a large slip pair of pliers and a multi-tool. And I took it to work and tested it out on bolts, just to show a review. So you get to do a lot of cool things like that. I enjoy it. I like tools. I'm into tools. I have lots of tools. But with the nature of my job and my home life and this hobby that I already have and my other hobby, it's very hard to do two channels. It's very hard. If I was retired, easy peasy. Give me something to do. Retirement sounds boring to me, though. I get bored when I take a week off work and I've done everything I wanted to do. I get bored. I don't know if I'd do well being retired. I really don't. Both links work? Great. Yeah, that channel there. If I put more videos out, I can tell that it'll bypass this one in no time. And fish keeping is popular. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not as popular as you think it is, just because we're so immersed in it. We think it's big, but it's a very small niche in the entire world. You know, when I first before I started keeping fish, I looked at fish keeping like, oh, yeah, that's cool, but I like cats and dogs. I'm not into things like that. The off pet things, the spiders, the lizards, fish, you name it. But then I kept my first aquarium and I've been hooked ever since. But that's how people look at it. There's not that many people into it as you think when you look at the world as a whole. It's growing every year. And it's a $1 billion industry, but more people are into four-wheelers, trucks, cars, you name it, pretty much any other hobby, then it's larger than the fish keeping hobby. Tools, RC cars. I mean, look at Kevin Talbot. He's got over 1 million of subscribers. His videos get hundreds of thousands and millions of views, and it's about RC cars. And the only channel I know that has millions of views on their channel as a fish keeping hobby is your Paul Caferos, those two ladies that do it, Simply Beta and that other one, Aquarium Info. And it's not even really solely dedicated to fish keeping. It's, hi, I made my bathroom a fish tank and I'm in a yellow bikini as a thumbnail. Even the king of DIY. I mean, when's the last time his video got over 1 million views? He's got a couple of them, a few of them. His tank's almost full. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Sorry, guys, I'm babysitting this water. It's about to the top. I think that's pretty good right there. We can be happy with that. I turn the water off. I don't let it run. That's just a waste of friggin' water letting it sit there run. Okay, let's get this FX in. Let's get this power head plug back in. Oh, come on, bro. This is the canister. There she goes. Because the stupid SOB filters, they have to be primed before you can plug them in. I hate an SOB filter. What is this, an ad? Yes, he has. He definitely clickbait. I think we had that discussion before in a live stream, Jim. I just said two. Lame. Yeah, he has. Like, I'm quitting. Well, no, I'm not. Joey can't quit fish keeping at this point. If he did, I don't know what he would do with his life because he can't do shit else. He's based his life and built his life on keeping aquariums, and that's his sole income, and he makes a great income. But mark my words, he cannot stop keeping fish. If he did, he wouldn't have a life. He couldn't afford them Escalades or anything else he does. And I'm sure he knows how to do other things. I'm not making fun of the guy, but his life is fish keeping and tanks. Without it, I don't know what he would do. He definitely wouldn't have the income he's got now. He was a high school dropout from what he says, and I don't know if he got his GED or not, but I mean, without his fish keeping hobby, I don't know what that guy would do. So when he makes a video saying he's quitting, anybody that would fall for that is a fool, because this is his life. It's his only way of making a living. Oh, a good living anyway. serious trouble if he did something and he lost all his subscribers and he wasn't making as much money on his channel anymore. I think it would be very detrimental to him because now he has all those aquariums to pay for and no income. I don't know. I think that would be very detrimental for him. To whereas I do this for fun and make a little bit of money on the side doing it. But I have an education. I went to school for electricity. I have a decent paying job. It's not my sole means. I hope that never happens to him ever. I don't think it will, but I don't know. My God, I hope he saves his money because if something ever happened, he lost all the subs and he's not getting them views and bringing in that money. And then you stuck with all those aquariums to pay for and those high utility bills. Oh my God. That right there is why I would never have any one thing as my main income. You've got to have multiple avenues because you never know what can come down the line or could happen. I think he blocked me from his channel after him and Jim had a fallout. Wait a minute. Did Jose give me a big old super chat? I don't see a super chat from you, Jose. And usually YouTube StreamYard stars those things. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, the only super chat I got was from Webbs for $4.99, buddy. That's new comments. Let me click this. Boom. What do you say? Asai is in. Good to see you. Jose says, question, why is there a star next to me? Is that because of the $20 I gave you? You gave me $20 super chat? I don't see it. If you gave me a $20 super chat, Jose, that is the biggest super chat I've ever had. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I got you. I was going to say, I don't see it. LRB won that fight. I don't think that was going to happen. I didn't watch it, June. Yes, I missed the old Joey, the older videos. Yeah, it is. He gets a lot of awesome stuff. He's done great for himself. He's done fantastic. I don't fault him for that. I think he's done a great job, and I love the old DIY, King of DIY videos for sure. He was a lot nicer then too. Back before it went to his head. Yeah, ever since he had a falling out with Jim, he kind of like must have blocked me too. Because like when I try to comment on his stuff, he never sees it. And when he's in a live stream that I happen to be in, like maybe KG Tropicals, I can't see him. But if I switch to my other account, I can see him. So I'm pretty sure he's like blocked me because I talked to him when he was friends with Jim a couple of times on his live streams. And to be honest, I think I made him mad a couple of times because I said I could do maintenance in his fish room faster than him. I think that made him mad. I ain't never done nothing to the guy. His videos back in the day. I liked his fish gallery the way it was before he messed it all up and changed it around. Like when it was like when he had stacks of tanks on both sides of the rooms. You guys know what I'm talking about? I thought it was beautiful. I love the way that aquarium looked, that aquarium gallery. And he's ripped it up and revamped and changed it so many times. Don't get me wrong. He's made a couple changes. It does look really good. I think it looked the best. Then All right, we are halfway on this 125. That's good enough for this aquarium. There's really not too many fish in here. We're going to turn right around and then do this 75-gallon. Well, the 75-gallon here has a fancy goldfish in it and angelfish. KG Tropicals? Yeah, I like KG Tropicals. Brooks and Jerry are buddies now, which is strange to me. Yeah, it does seem a little off. Out of all the bigger channels, KG Tropicals is probably my favorite. I love John's humor. I like his no bullcrap attitude. We share the same similar humor. I like them guys over there. So KG Tropical. I love those little skits he was doing where he was in the office and Lisa was the CEO of a company he was trying to sell to. I can't remember what they're called. It was hilarious. You guys seen this? What was his name? God, I can't remember the name of it. That was funny. I like that. I like humor. I like jokes. I like to have fun with it. Chat is where it's at. Oh, Jose, you did send a $20 super chat. That's the biggest super chat I have ever received. Thank you, my friend. Massive, massive help. I can't thank you enough. That's great. Things have been tough to make revenue, and that's really going to help. I thank you, my friend. A cartwheel for a $20 super chat. Yeah, you guys know I do crap like that. I stopped setting goals because no one really does it for that, but I can. But you guys know, if you want me to embarrass myself, I'll do it. I'm not below it. I'm not below it. I do cartwheels. I do dances. I do that for money. Yeah, I'm like the fish keeping. How do I put this without getting in trouble? I'm the fish fam village doorknob. I don't dance the pole, but I do everything else for money. Okay, what kind of dance? I'll do it. Yes, the driftwood. Beth got kicked out of that one. Oh yeah, that was funny. That piece of driftwood is in that 375. Okay, I got something for you, Jose. Thank you, Jose, for the $20 super chat. I don't know what else to do. Instead of a stripper pole, we got a stripper garbage can. I was thinking of doing, if I get a 2K sub, I'll shake my head live stream. Yeah, you know what, P-Tag, that doesn't work because you pretty much don't have hair anyway. Brute dancing, that's right. Interpretive dance. Did you like that, Asaya? Yeah. Yeah, we do it. I do stuff like that for money over here. You've guys seen my Aquatic News Network things. It's not beyond me to walk around here in my underwear. All right, let's get this pumping this 75 gallon here. Need to scrape this glass first too. I'm over here doing dances for money, and I'm not doing my work. We're filling back up now, so we can go ahead and plug this canister back in. Because if you aren't using canister filters, then because canister filter is the only filtration that's worth it. If you're not using canisters and you're using SOB filters, then you're not doing it right. And I've got backup here today. June will agree with that. Scotty might yell at me for that because he likes his SOB filters. I got a Golden Dojo Loach in this tank. He's old as shit and he still keeps going. The angelfish still cannot get used to my scraper. They're so scared of it. You think they'd be used to it by now? Oh. Okay, so once that one's filled up and this one's done, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks done. Then I'm going to sneak over this way here. We're going to get this 75-gallon Dempsey, and then that's done. And then because I just did a top off on these 20 gallons today, the only thing I got left is my 55-gallon Tiger Barb tank and Clown Loach tank, and then that 29 down there. And then water changes are done. Right? Let me make sure. We got this one. We got this one. We top those ones off. I don't have to do the 55 because there's nothing in it. I'm recycling that tank. This one's done. This one's almost done. And we're about to start this one. Yep. So after this, I only got 2 more, which will be perfect because we've already been live for an hour and a half. And by the time I'm done, it'll probably be 2-hour mark. And that's a great live stream. Got lots done, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I like all forms of filtration. You can never have enough. That's true, Scotty, for sure. And I don't mind having some SOB filters around because you never know when you need them for backup. Like here, I can go out and get a $50, $60 hang in the back Tetra filter at Walmart because I needed some quick emergency filtration, and it does the trick, as opposed to spending $300 to $400 on another canister. So I get it, and that's why I have some around. They're basically just polished water. They're not my primary. SOB filters will never be my primary filtration. Canisters will always be, and those will always just be backup secondary. P-Tag, I run sump canisters in HOB. And he uses, he loves the Haiger. Scotty loves the Haiger backpack filter. So he's doing the hang on the back canisters and sponge filters. I agree with you. It never hurts to have all options, you know. Let's go ahead and start draining this tank. Hey, babe. Huh? Didn't get them. I'll go get them. Son of a bitch, guys. I forgot the frickin' potatoes for Easter dinner. By the way, happy Easter to everybody. Can't believe I forgot to say that. I forgot to pick up the taters the wife told me to get. I have to go to the store now and do that after the stream. Prodigy, good to see you, buddy. Prodigal Aquarius, rather. Appreciate you coming in. The lady says, do you think that when Brute researches the internet, Jesse may get a new sponsor? Yeah, doing the Brute can. Yeah. Listen, things are getting expensive. The fish room is hard to, it's a little harder to maintain. So I'm trying to get as much revenue as possible on YouTube. So I will do anything you guys want me to do for money. You send me a super chat, I do a dance. I do a strip tease. I do, you name it. We're going to do it. I'll walk around in my freaking underwear. But to walk around in my underwear, that's going to have to be a big super chat. But I'll do it. It's not, I'll do it. I belittle myself, embarrass myself. I'll do it. I ain't scared. Because you do what you got to do. That's draining nicely. This one's filling up nicely. Higer's been quiet lately. They sent me that last thing I did on the battery backup air pump. And I have something currently, but they don't want me to do a video on it yet because they're working some things out with it. As soon as she gives me the okay, I'll be making a video on that. Yeah, the assistant too. I got that. Yeah. Yeah, the female Jessie. Yeah, I can bring her in. It all depends on what you guys want to see. I'm here for entertainment purposes, to make people laugh and sprinkle a little bit of education and experience that I know of, but it's very hard to do with you guys because most of you probably been keeping fish longer than me. I've been keeping fish, 11 years now, 12 years? Some of you guys have been doing it for a lifetime. But I have shared some things that help some people and come up with some little DIY tricks no one's ever heard of. And that's what it's all about. It's a good thing I only got 2 aquariums left to do because now I got to go get taters. Mashed up taters. Uh-oh. Prodigal comes in with a $5 super chat. $5. No performance required. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate you, my friend. That's massive help. I can't thank you enough. Yes, sir. Dawn, really? You're not a hater. Who's Dawn? Is Prodigal Dawn? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. It's a massive help. Boom, boom, boom. The most amount of money that I have made on a live stream was when Darius from Northfin came in and gifted like 20 memberships or something like that. But I appreciate anything you guys do. It's not something you have to do. You do it because you want to do it at times, and that's more than enough for me. I just like hanging out with you guys. Do I want to make some money? Yeah. It's a massive, massive help. But you don't have to, and I know that, and you guys know that. Also, my PayPal link, guys, like I was discussing earlier, if you want to do it that way, PayPal takes less of a fee than YouTube does. So the money goes further if you send it as friends and family, not goods and services. And it's more direct. But I'm not a complainer. I'm not a whiner. I appreciate anything you guys do. You're the best. Okay, we can start filling this one. We'll open the valve anyways, because I'm about to turn this one off. It's about filled up. I am going to have to take a pot scrubber to this glass because it's just getting that old glass syndrome and it doesn't come off as easy. Scrub that up. Okay, now we're going to get full fill. I got to update my board. I haven't been updating my board. PayPal is definitely the way to go. It is, Prodigal, and that link is on my channel. The word pizza is ruined for me. I love fish. I love fish people, and I love pizza. That's me. I think P-Tag's ordering me a pizza. I think he said something like that. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure he said he was going to order me a pizza and send it to my house or something. I don't know. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I got some things I gotta do on my computer. I've got some things I got to do to this fish room. And I try to pay for it with what I make off YouTube. It's just getting harder. So any super chat or anything like that is so much welcome. I can't believe I just erased all that. I didn't have to. Let's just do this. What is today? 4/4. 4/4/26 was my last WC on all aquariums. I keep track. I'm not as fancy as Scotty. Scotty gets down, boy. He's got a spreadsheet. I think he does an Excel spreadsheet for keeping track of all his maintenance, and he is on it like white on rice. I don't do that. I just use a whiteboard, a dry erase board. Scotty don't mess around about it. What I've learned about Scotty over the years is he's a very, very meticulous person. If you pay attention in his videos, everything has a place and every place has a thing. Everything goes where it is to be. And now he's one of these dudes where, let's say he has a gallon jug of water, right, in his closet there. The gallon jug of water, it can't just sit in there on a shelf. It has to have something special under it. Like maybe in case there's just a leak or there's some condensation or something, there's going to be a rubber tray under it for each one. I do believe Scotty as well is going to label everything with a label maker. You don't keep a notebook for each tank? Just no. I have one erase board, a magnetic one that's magnetic to this door right here. And that's where I write all my stuff down. I do my water changes, my canister filter maintenance on there, and that's it. The only other thing I write on that board is if I ever have to medicate a tank. I know when I did it, so I know when the next time to redose the medication is, and I know when it's time to pull it out. That's what I do there. That's all I do. That's how I do with the whiteboard. You probably can't see it from here. You might, it's up on top of the door there in the back. You might be able to see it. I don't know, but you see it. It's up there. That's what I do. I use a whiteboard. I don't use computers. I freaking hate computers. I hate computers with a passion. They're always messing up, or you got to download this and download this to get this. If this don't work, you got to do an add-on. Oh, crap, that add-on don't work with this. So you got to do a software update. You got to put this over here. Now you got this. You got a shortcut. You're going to bring it down here, put it on your taskbar, bring it up here, do all this shit. All I want to do is write something down. Jeez, I hate computers. I'm too impatient. I know what you do, Scotty. You ain't got me fooled. I know you're particular. Look at your yard, Scotty. Look at your yard. You are too. Hi, Bethany. Hey. Appreciate you coming in. Darius is a major supporter of our Fish Club, talks with Products of Passion. Our auction gave him a major promotion during this event. Good. He deserves it. Darius is a wonderful human being and even a better fish food. Scotty is working so hard on learning to eat new food and cook. He has evolved so much in the last 5-6 years. All in a nutshell in 30 seconds. You heard it, Jose. Hello, what just happened? I had to step away from it. I went on a freaking computer rant, P-Tag. I hate them. My opinion, technology has made the world worse. It's made it better in certain things, but mostly I think it's made it worse. What is all this? I'm going to have to do the pre-filter. Yeah. Jody P sent me some Spiral Val, and it's doing great, and I've got even more now. Can't thank Jody P enough. Can't thank Scotty enough for sending me the big Crips and the 375. Since I've been doing YouTube for the last 3.5 years, by far the best thing that's come of it is making friends with you fine people all over the world. You've sent me things. You've sent me money. Can't thank you enough. No complaints. You're the best. Yeah, they're always a headache. My work is always all about computers and apps and constantly updating. Yeah, I'm sick of it and changing and doing this. And yes, for old people, it's annoying, but us young people are like hackers for you from your dear Bethany. Yeah, I suck at it. I can't wrap my head around some of this crap. I'll be 60 in May. One day I hope to achieve level of organist. Scotty, very cool. My wife's birthday's in May. It's May 1st, and she's going to be 48, 49, something like that. 60, you're just a young buck. Where do you get to be my age? P-Tech, I swear once you use something, I swear once we get used to something, they change it. Exactly. The only thing consistent is change. Now, I'm all about change because if we don't change, we stay stagnant and we don't grow. Change is important, but sometimes we're just changing shit and we don't have to. I think like IT people and HR people get bored with their jobs and they're like, let me see, what can I do to throw a spoke in the grunts' days today? What can I do to F their days up even more? What can we change or put out a training video so they got to spend the next hour and a half figuring that out? Just about sick. I'm 6. May 1st. May Day, great year, big one. I'm 6th. What are you talking about, Skate? Why'd you say I'm 6th and then May 1st? When's your birthday? The 1st or the 6th? Heather's birthday, my wife, is on the 1st. Which one is it? You can't have 2 birthdays. You can't have the 1st and the 6th. You can't claim them both, Sketty. That's just rude. Sketty over here trying to have 2 birthdays. Sketty is another great supporter of the channel. She's always leaving nice, kind comments on my videos and live streams. All great support to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. Okay, that 75-gallon is done. Now we're going to move over here to the 55-gallon aquarium that's got the tiger barbs and the clown loaches. So I'm going to move the camera a skeesh if I can. Let's shut that water off. We can. I'm going to unplug this. It doesn't need to be plugged in anymore. Oh, baby. Plug this back in over here. I like it like that. I like it like that. Augusto. Augusto. Yeah, babe, I know your age. I think, you're going to be 45 now, right? She's just a young buck. She's only 45. Ah, God, I wish I was 45 again. Young buck over there. Whoops. Yeah, my wife's one of these ones that thinks she's old. I'm so old. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm 45. Shoot. You get to be my age, then you'll know how things are. Scotty says, wow, got some super hard rain. You said you spelled that wrong, Scotty. That's supper. Super hard rain in Texas. Yeah, okay. We got a storm coming in tomorrow, I guess. We've been getting too much flooding. It might be an active hurricane season this year, too. The way these storms are. Let's unplug this 407. You've got guys like Scotty over here. He wants to pretend like he's old, too. Oh, my God, I'm 67. Oh, my God, I'm old. Don't let them fool you guys. My wife is 45 and Scott. And I know the whole reason why Scotty says he's older than he is. You guys want to know the real truth? I can tell you. You want to hear it? Do you want to know why Scotty pretends like he's older than he is? I know why. And I will release that information if you want to hear it. I'll be looking at the TV screen here in a minute. Scraping off algae off this glass, and then I'm going to have a look, see who wants to know his secret. Tell everybody. He's not as old as he's trying to make it out to be. No, he ain't knocking on heaven's door. Scotty pretends like he's older than he is because of one reason and one reason only, and that's just because he doesn't want to work anymore. Yep, it's just because he wants to be lazy. Like he's older than he is, and he went ahead and retired, and all these things, and it's not, none of it's even true. It's just so he doesn't have to go to work anymore. That's all it's about. I'll let your secret go. Had to be done. And I'll tell you another thing. I am going to absolutely shit if I can't damn duckweed. Oh my God, the duckweed. Yeah, but the more you use it, Scotty, or P-Tag, the more they get used to it. If he was illegal, he wouldn't have to work. That's true. Red, just two. Jose Dundas. Hey. You get that out of here. I don't know what it says, you're not allowed to say it. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at all that damn duckweed. Ain't that bull crap? You know, guys, I just realized I forgot about the 375. Well, we're not doing that today. I'll do it later. I got to get done here. I got things to do. Freaking duckweeds everywhere. Look at it. Sticking at everything. Yeah, you ain't kidding, Scotty. It's a nightmare, bro. I can't get rid of it. I scoop it out. I feed it to goldfish. I feed it to babunas. I throw it outside. I stomp on it. I hit it with the freaking weed whacker. No matter what, it still comes back. Aquatics, good to see you, buddy. That's low enough. This tank was severely evaporated for some reason. Sometimes it's hard to get this dang pump out of here. Let's move this over here anyways. My wife's doing the same thing, Scotty, so don't feel bad. She's pretending like she's older than she is, and oh, this hurts and that hurts, and all these things, all in the name of avoiding work. You know what I mean? I know that's the deal. I'm just kidding. Oh, shit. My mind is not in the game today. No, I'm just kidding. My wife's a hard worker. She takes care of a lot of business. Couldn't do things without her. I could not do things without her. Hey, Jesse, hope you're doing well. Careful you don't bog that pump down with all that duckweed. Oh, yes, it's bad, man. It's bad. Work was much easier than what I do now. What do you do now, June? I want to see Jesse hit up his fish tank with a weed whacker. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it. Peplin says put some goldfish in there for a while. I got a goldfish, and I feed it to them. And I give it to my Mabunas, and they will eat it. One tiny bud, next day millions. You got it. Yeah, it's they're crazy. The dang duckweed. Is that a Husky toolbox? No, sir. That's the cheapo Walmart heart set up there that I specifically got because it fits perfect between the 407 canister filter on each side of this old wrought iron 55-gallon stand. I got drawers, I got organizers, and everything in those is for the fish room. For example, airline shims, air parts, Python parts, PVC cups, emergency backup pumps, media, zip ties, hardware, tools. They fit perfect side by side of that 407 canister filter. So I did my research before I purchased them. I wanted to make sure I was going to be able to fit two side by side. And organization and clean it up, keeps it up off the floor out of the way. So that's the purpose for that. And they're cheap. Heart's, cheap's a heart. Heart is a cheap brand, so it works out really well. That's a little cheap. So I got this tank warmer for the clown loaches. Yep, just fish room stuff, buddy. Not me. My job is more physical at work and home, but more so at work. Jesse, when you were looking at the roof, what was so interesting? I can't remember. I saw something or I hit a potho or something. I got rid of the duckweed in my tanks inside, finally whispering because if it hears me, it'll show up again. But I got some fish yesterday from my local fish store, included duckweed. Oh my God. You're screwed. It's coming. That's funny, Asaya. I found myself doing more physical work at home. Just wondering, you talk about being so organized and you have them labeled with a label maker. Yeah, that's true. Takes one to know one, Scotty. I have a label maker. Everything, and once I get this whole new area set up, organized even more. Organization, and I enjoy doing it. I like knowing where everything is. I get rid of the waste. I've made videos on this, making your fish room more efficient and easier to deal with. You can really, it's amazing what you can do when you cut small things down. Just as simple as most people have a junk drawer or a junk floor or a junk countertop full of everything you need and use or don't need keeping hobby and maintaining your tanks. Now you're spending 5 to 6 minutes trying to find a specific thing and you can't find it because it's all clustered. Organize it. Every minute, every second that you can shave off doing something is going to save you time. And that becomes important when you have multiple tanks. It's not a big deal if you have 1 or 2 tanks, but when you have multiple tanks and you have a full-time job and you've got a family and you got things to do and you can shave off seconds, it means the world. What used to take me an entire Saturday to do water changes, now if I'm not doing a live stream, I can do all of these tanks. I can do full maintenance in about an hour and a half to 2 hours if I'm doing full maintenance, meaning scraping glass, doing the water changes, cleaning filters, sucking crap out. Now, if I'm just doing water changes and algae, that's an hour or less. All because I've ran PVC faucets to each aquarium. This goes hand in hand with the thumbnail. It was doubling as a joke. You guys saw the thumbnail about a game changer. We talked about that last live stream with the open mouth thumbnail. I hate it. For those of you who weren't around last live stream, but last Saturday. But I have implemented some game-changing processes to make things faster, quicker, simpler, and easier on you. So you can have as many of his aquariums as you want, make it faster and easier. above about roof was Bethany. Oh, okay. Yeah, I stopped and think I stopped and looked at this potho up here, Bethany. It's about coming down here. Um, it's got wilt. This one's got wilted leaves for some reason, and all the rest don't. So I was kind of looking at that, trying to figure out what's going on with that. And that's the other thing. I got potho work to do. I kind of like seeing them hanging down like this. Get you closer here. You see all these ones hanging down. I like it. It looks even more like an Amazon forest, right? But they hit you on the head and they get in the way. There's the new setup there for the RC car hobby. That's my newest one there. I built these on the garage door racks to store them. I just made them myself. See that? Of course, this is the big boy toys. These trucks go 60 and 70 miles per hour, gas and electric. But that's the setup. This thing's a beast. That runs off a 4S battery. Talking to P-Tag about it. I got to go stop this water here real quick. Take the spray bar off this 55-gallon and put it back on for a little. If you guys want to have a look at the 375. Looking sweet. Them Crips are doing great, Scotty. Yeah, I got glass tops to get algae off. Again. Where that dang piece oil go? Let's get this out. Where the hell the... That's the other thing about duckweed too. This peace lily that falls in when I pull the lids off. And then when you get duckweed should be banned. Hashtag duckweed. Hashtag banned. All right, let's plug this. I think it went. Wife said my mic was going in and out. Juice says I'm the caretaker of the hobby. I call him my menopause baby. He can't get up in the diapers and no teeth. I need a bigger room for all my tanks and stuff. I started with one fish room. I'm up to 4. That's a lot. Hey, Rain of Zippy. That's a new name. Good to see you. What filters do you use in your tanks? I'm a big fan of the Fluval canister filters, Rain. If I can call you Zippy, I'll just call you Zippy, if you don't mind that. But I love my canister filters for several reasons. One, you got a lot more room in there for different media. 2, they're powerful. They move a lot of water and filter a lot of water. 3, I don't have to maintain them but once a year, especially if you put a pre-filter on there. But when I do crack them open and do maintenance, I go ahead and lube the seals, the O-rings in there to keep them supple so they don't get cracked and dried out, therefore preventing leaks. They have made my life easier because I don't have to babysit them all the time. They work every time. I unplug them, I plug them back in, they fire up. The FX4, the FX6s, they prime themselves. If you go lower than that and go to your Fluval 407s, your 306, your 307s, you have to manually prime those. But that's not a big deal. I don't mind it. The 407 is probably one of my favorite canister filters. but I'm the canister filter guy. I think they make life easier. I think they do a better job filtering than anything else. The SOB filter, as I call them, or hang on the back, I'm not a big fan of, but I have them in here. They do the job, but they require more maintenance. They shut down more often. The impellers get stuck more often. They just require more maintenance. They clog up easier, and they're kind of ugly on top of the tank, whereas the canister filters, you just have some hoses going up around the back. Can't even see them, really, unless you're looking. But that's my rant on filters. I like my canister filters, but there's some good hang SOB filters out there too. Don't get me wrong. And to be honest with you, Fluval ain't one of them. I've had many different Fluval SOB filters, aka hang on the back filters. And in my opinion, Aqueon Quiet Flow filters are the best. They prime themselves, they last forever, and they're affordable, and they are super quiet. If I'm getting a hang on the back filter these days, it's going to be the Aqueon Quiet Flows. I even have sponge filters in all these aquariums hooked to a central air system. Just in case I have a power outage and I want to save on as much electricity as possible, and I'm running the house with a generator, I can just run my filters and air stones on a much simpler setup. Or if I have one break, I've got backup. But my main filter is canisters. If that answers your question. And I appreciate the question. Thank you for coming in. PJ says, if I'm doing just a WC and some algae, I can do my fish room in a couple hours. Head fully in tunnel vision. Gotcha, P-Tag. Who got pocket modded? Can we fix that? Thanks, P-Tag. Mousy Files, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Hey to you. Somebody actually pocket mod Asaya. Fix it. Moderators, check Asaya. Click on her name and make sure she's not timed out. Please. 375 look good. Appreciate it, Scotty. I swear Joey lies about the size of his tanks. Just look like that. Just look at that. Well, he's little when he stands next to it, so it looks bigger. Posey, did you ever get to work on auction? How far back from the tank are you? Oh, my hubby gets a laugh with duckweed. I hate it. I love Fluval, and I heard good things about. I can never say it properly. Rain. I'm not sure how you Oasi or whatever. I've heard fantastic things about those canister filters. Wouldn't mind trying it. I would like to try the new Seashay Mega filter too. And I got a beautiful tank for one of them, the 375. I'd love to try that out. Yeah, canister filters. I don't know why you say that, June. I'm a little confused because I've heard you say it before. They are not sponge filters. They just have sponge media in them. Every year when I crack them open, you should lube your seals, June. All the little O-rings around the different areas, pull them off. Get yourself something like Super Lube, a food grade lubricant to lube the seals to keep them supple so they don't crack out and dry and cause leaks. That should be done at least once a year. Would you buy acrylic again? What's the best solution as far as getting big tanks on a budget? Been thinking about building a wood tank, but I heard it's at least only lasts 5 to 8 years. So that is a loaded question, man. Would I get acrylic again? Absolutely. And going forward, I would definitely get acrylic tanks over glass. Glass is a great tank, but they're very heavy. They're harder to manage. This 375 gallon you're looking at right here weighs about as much as a glass 125. 2 people lifted this up and brought it in here. Very simple, very easy to manage. The only thing about acrylic you got to worry about is they do scratch easy because everything has a downsize. But if you're careful, as you can see, I have no scratches. I'm careful with it. Good to go. You can get a good deal on an acrylic aquarium like this off a dude who built mine. I did a video on it. He's the terrarium and aquarium builder on YouTube. He builds some nice quality stuff and at a decent price. A tank like this I saw for sale on the market site going anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000. I did not pay this for this aquarium. It's brand new and it comes with a year warranty. Additionally, it has recessed lids and you can tell him to do whatever you want to customize it. I have 2 feeding ports that I had him put in it. I had him customize the back one, two, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 holes in the back just to make room for canister filter hoses, my PVC, and whatever else I want to do. So when you're having someone custom build your tank like this, you got options to have it done. I told them I don't run sumps. I don't like sumps. I don't need overflows or built in it. I want as much real estate as possible. And that's what I got with this aquarium. So yes, actually having an acrylic now for about, I think, a year now. I would definitely go with acrylic over glass just because they're so much more easy to manage. From what I understand, I'm told they're more durable because the way they're built. No silicone is used. The epoxy glue or whatever they use to put the panels together is also your sealant. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about silicone either. You see how nice and beautiful and clear you can see through it. Yes, I would 100% go with acrylic again. If like this 75-gallon I have here, when I phase it out, it's gone. If I got another one, it would be acrylic. Now with the DIY plywood tanks and building your own tanks, I've heard that too. I've heard about them not lasting very long, but then again, I've heard them. Well, if you build them like Jeremy at Aquarium Domain, it'll last you, buddy. Those things are bulletproof. If you're going to build an aquarium, I'd go by with how Jeremy does it over Aquarium Domain. They will last a lifetime. Aquarium Co-op 3D printed new intake for the FX6. Yeah, I saw that P-tag. That's pretty cool. I need to do that. Here, say what? The sponge fits nicely on FXK. You know what? I seen Vibes do that for the first time, June, and I tried it. I hate it. It's a great idea, but when I did it, it was clogging faster and slowing my flow down, so I stopped it and just went back to putting the pre-filter over top the inlet. I tried internal canister filters a lot recently and found I prefer sponge filters over internal canister filters. Are you talking about just the internal power filters? Those aren't actually a canister filter, if that's what you're talking about. Those are just what's called a power filter. It's basically a hang in the back filter that goes all inside the water. Say what? Can somebody untie Messiah? Oh, you can't fix it. Okay. I guess she's going to have to wait. Who did that? I don't know why she got timed out. Yep, once a year. They're so much more efficient. I'm so excited I finally have a pair of Red Devils. Well, that sounds very nice. Very cool. As you can see here with 75, I got some beautiful blood parrots in there. But the Red Devils, huh? You have any issues with them? They're pretty aggressive. Oh, Sketty accidentally did it. Okay. Pocket mod, where they accidentally hit a button, or you can say fat fingered the screen, people say, or they accidentally hit a button and messed up. Just like kind of like what they say, butt dialing. We go, Sketty. He said, "Hey, Janice, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in." Yeah, I can see Sketty. Well, that explains why I can't figure it out. I still see you, Sketty. Cheryl, good to see you. I am still going, been a long. It's a maintenance stream, so they tend to go a little bit longer. I heard it's impossible to not scratch acrylic tanks. Well, that they are more sensitive to scratching, but as you're seeing right here, Rain, I can tell you that's debunked. That's not true. I've had this aquarium now for, I think, about a year, and I work in it monthly, feed, and there is not one scratch on this aquarium. It just takes being mindful. Don't be negligent with it. Be careful with it. I got rocks in there too, and I don't have no problem. Just gotta be careful. That's all. Whoops, easy to do, Sketty, especially with a phone. June says if I was 20 years longer, I'd build a plywood tank. You know, June, I want to do it. I would just want to do it because I want to have the experience and try it. but I'm not interested in it right now. I'm unsure standard mods can. Well, I do have some managing mods in here. I think P-Tag's a managing mod. I'll have to go to my YouTube studio and check that out. CC Shark Pro, I hear good things about that one. I hear good things about the Shark Pro. There's a Saya. You can cuss me out tomorrow. oh no. She said you can cuss me out tomorrow. Enjoying every minute and every smile and laugh. It's just. Yes. Goes super fast. Great stream, Jesse. Thanks. Yep, P-Tag. I got one more tank to do, and we're going to go ahead and jump off. I can't thank you guys enough for the super chats. It's very helpful. It's definitely needed. Fix, repair, not upgrade, just fix and repair with what I get from the channel. So all that's a massive help. I've got to get, I'm thinking I'm having a camera go bad. I think I'm having a mouse go bad. Not that all that stuff's expensive, but I have to use what I make off YouTube to pay for that stuff. So my main check goes to nothing but this expensive life we've got. I got to make sure I don't mix those things. So anytime you guys send PayPals, super chats, membership gifting, any of that is a massive help. It really helps with revenue and paying for things and keeping things going. I can't thank you enough. Even just down to watching my my playlists, if you're out in the backyard or around the house and just letting it play, helps the watch time hours. It all. If it doesn't bore you too much, but I try to avoid that. I try to add humor and be funny and be stupid. I also did and embarrass myself. You guys are the best. That tank's going to fill up quick, so I got to watch it. We are filling up the last tank, and I will go ahead and call it quits. I got things to do. We've been on for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and during that time, we've had consistently over 22 and 27 viewers, and that is fantastic. I must be doing something right enough to keep you guys semi-interested, and that's what it's all about. Being entertainment and informative for your time and hanging out with me. It makes maintenance a little bit more fun when you have someone to talk to. This 29-gallon needs some major algae scrubbing and work in it. There's just 1 or 2 little fish in there. It's not a big deal. Just tops that. Much quieter in the fish room now that we've got all these dang tanks filled back up. But that's it, guys. We just pretty much did water changes in 12 tanks, 3 of which were just top offs, and 1 I didn't have to do because I'm recycling it. But thank you for hanging out with me this Saturday. It's always fun. I always look forward to it. We'll see you next Saturday. Maybe next Saturday we're going to do something different, maybe some filter and pre-filter cleanings and maybe glass cleanings and things like that. You guys know I like to do a water testing stream too and see where my tanks are at. So maybe next time a Saya can come in and not get timed out. What spun filter do you use? Whatever I can get. I don't have a particular one, Rain. I've got a lot of top fin in here, and that's it. They're basically top fin from PetSmart. Pretty much all of them. except for the two massive ones I got in the 375. I have no idea who made those because they came with this 125 back here. Saya, if you're still here, you can cuss me out now. It's all right. Accidents happen. I've done it to people by accident. Great stream. Check your phone. I sent you. Okay, Scotty, I will do, buddy. Appreciate you all being here. I have got to go. I got to go get potatoes. We got to get ready for Easter dinner. It's okay. We all make mistakes. You're the best. As always, I look forward to hanging out with you. I hope you like the new look, the new view, and we'll see you out in the field. Be safe. Happy Easter. Have a good dinner, and don't do anything I wouldn't do, and that's really not a lot. So we'll see you later.